What does it all mean?
I have no idea.
What? Come on, you said talking to everyone would help us solve the case.
Elsie could really do with a little less backseat detectiving right now.
I'm sorry, I'm just all riled up.
I think the best thing we can do for now is just wait until we have something else to go on. Thanks for doing all you did. Your summary on what you learned today was incisive and insightful.
Yeah, you went out there and hit the streets like a real hard-boiled bad egg. In fact, that gives me an idea. Tomorrow, I'm gonna give you a surprise. No, not one of thems. A real surprise. You just better ready. I'm off.
Might want to double check your windows are locked tonight. Nothing more for us to do now. Better just get back to it. See ya!
Yeah? Yeah? Thank you.
Seems like the little cutie really...
Yeah?
Hey there.
How could you betray me like this? To think I loved you once. Ugh! Oh, well, if it isn't my good-ish friend, Skinny Arms, skulking outside my chamber door on the off chance you might bask in my stout-hearted, rock-ribbed emanations, no doubt. Well, today is your lucky day. Some? That was simply an unfortunate altercation. I seem to have been let down somewhat. Ah, Skinny, I can't hide it any longer. As the Sandrocker I respect the most, and whose demeanor is also the most pen-like in disposition, perhaps it would ease my heart to confess to you. You see, I was action rolling over to my mirror after finishing my new 10,000 squat routine to check my post-workout pump when I discovered, to a mix of glee and horror, my muscles are now too burgeoning to be contained by the surface area of my mirror. And in my moment of despair and anger, I killed it. My mirror. I broke my mirror, Skinny. I smashed it to 1,000 pieces. You must understand, these muscles, this perfectly crafted form, they do not come cheap or easy. No, they need constant care and attention. People have labeled my physique quantum musculature, as only through observation does it take a defined shape. But I digress. The undeniable truth is, my gains have been exceptional lately. Look at my pecs. No, I mean really look at them. Outstanding. I mean, it's amazing they fit anywhere. Oh, come on, you know, pecs, pectoral muscles, the upper chest, chesticles, the crown jewel of the diligent bench presser. Try to keep up over here, Skinny. So, without a full and complete view of my body, I cannot truly know whether or not I've maintained my expected level of perfection. I need vision. I need a true view of my developments. Why, that would be precisely what I need. Ah, Skinny, you read me like an open book. You, well, liked something cooler than a fluttery old book. But yes, you're exactly right. A larger mirror. Oh, but why stop there? Not just larger, better, faster, stronger. The most advanced mirror known to man. Yes. But a pinnacle of scientific achievement such as this, you'd only be able to build something so advanced with the assistance of the research guy. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. All right, Skinny. Here's the plan. You run over to the research guy's house and order up an extra jumbo high-tech mirror. Meanwhile, I'll sit around and wait for you to build it. Can you handle this for your protector? The ever-reliable Skinny Arms. I knew you wouldn't let me down. Off to the research building then. Chop chop. My muscles aren't going to gawk at themselves, you know. Yo-ho, Skinny! Fancy seeing you here in this city where we both live. How sick was that front flip? Ah, shoot! You're right, Skinny. That was a 9 out of 10 flip at best. I should always strive for perfection. That's what I like about you, Skinny. Always pushing me to be my best. But hey, just as I saw you running about through town and ambushed you, it got me doing something I almost never do. Thinking! We've been hanging out and chatting, and you're always giving me stuff and buying things. I'm starting to think we've become really good friends. I knew I'd be able to recognize friendship if it did indeed come along. So, hey, I think it's confession time. Remember how when we first met, I did a totally sick flip like I did just now and offered you a combat course? Well, the truth of it is, I don't really like teaching people anything. That whole tutorial shebang is really just an excuse for me to beat people up. Hard to believe, I know. But say, since we're friends now, why don't I give you a real combat tutorial? Maybe I can even offer you an introduction to Space Punch! Well, duh. Of course it's great. I came up with it. Come, Skinny, we have much work to do. All right, we're here. Welcome to Space Punch 101. I'll be your instructor. I hope you brought your pen. You don't really need a pen. That was just an icebreaker. So, the first thing about Space Punch is you take your hand like this and... Any questions? Of course. Atara wasn't built in a day after all, right? I don't know, maybe it was. Don't quote me on that. Here, let's see some more examples. So, you just go like... boop! Space Punch. Space Punch! Well... Oh, come on, Skinny. Don't patronize me. This is my first time actually trying to teach anyone something, okay? But normally I'm great at everything I do after trying for like 5 minutes, so just stick with me. I know what the problem is. I can't just space punch out of nowhere. Not without a target. Yeah, that's it. Follow me, Skinny. Behold as I use my fist to paint upon this canvas of sky. Oh, you want to challenge the Protector? Huh, child's play. And the crowd goes wild. Whew. Well, I think that will answer any questions you might have had. So, go ahead. Space punch time! Go for it! Oh. Oh no. That's not it at all. I failed. For the first time in my life, I've failed. It feels... ew, gross. It feels really bad. Dang it, Skinny. I failed you, my only friend, and I blew it. Makes me so mad, I just want to... Ugh. No, I'm afraid there's no point. I've simply failed too hard as an instructor. There's no way you possibly could have gained anything from our lesson. Deep breaths, panel boy. Just like the minister says, take all those bad thoughts and push them down. Deep down. You know what, Skinny? This is going to be fine. Everything is going to be fine. You know why? Now is not the time for joking around, Skinny. Everyone cares about what Penn does. Everyone's always got their eye on me, just waiting for that moment for me to slip up so they can laugh. But we won't let them know, will we, Skinny? We're going to keep this all between us pals, yes? That is good to hear, Skinny. Truly, you are a stalwart companion. Trustworthy, far beyond any length I could throw you. And believe you me, that's far, very far. So it seems there really are things beyond even one such as myself. The glorious protector of Sandrock. You know, Skinny, I've never had someone I really considered a friend before. Furthermore, I always promised myself I'd never be friends with anyone who didn't have an awesome cape, but you made me break that promise. Seems I couldn't predict the future. Perhaps there are many things I cannot do. Perhaps there is indeed a lesson here to be learned. When I got stuck looking into that mirror, failing today as a teacher, occasionally getting edged out in whack-a-mole from time to time. Perhaps the lesson of humility I often preach was meant for me. Yes. Yes, that's precisely it, Skinny. I can't just take my own greatness for granted. Even though I've historically been ridiculously awesome at everything and done so effortlessly, that doesn't mean it's always going to be so. I need to treat people better. I need to do something nice for Burgess. I need to write this stuff down. Do you have a pen? I know I said you didn't need one. I wasn't planning on having an epiphany. You don't? Ah, well. I'm sure I'll remember it. Hey, look over there! A rocket rooster. Watch me tie its neck in a knot. Smell you later, Skinny.
thank you. Catch you later.
Ah! Howdy. Yeah. Yeah.
This photo was taken not that long ago. Mason built that water tower by the oasis. Look at how tired he is in this photo. Must have been a lot of work. People were discouraged back then. It's fortunate that Matilda and Miguel came around to inspire a bit of hope. Not only did they inspire us, but they got behind projects that promoted the conservation of nature and water. What's that phrase they're always spouting? In any case, they made sure we always had enough to drink. But the desert is still growing. Soon everything will have dried up, though I may not live to see it. People are leaving Sandrock again. Only old fools like me are stubborn enough to stay. Young one, thank you for bringing this to me. It feels good to share these old stories with someone who will hear them. Please stop by if you find any more of my photos.
Uh-huh. What up?
Hi, mister. Shiny. Shiny. Take them.
Here you go, Coco.
No way. No way.
Not a thief. Trade. Trade. A deal's a deal.
It's a secret.
Bury it. Hide it. Ah! Come on, over here. Here.
Hi, Birdie.
Coco. Coco. Coco.
Where are you going, sweetie pie?
Coco. Coco. Stupid bird.
Oh, no, Birdie. Don't do that.
Coco.
Shiny. Shiny.
Hard work. Why do I do all the hard work around here? Why? Not good enough. Not enough.
Gimme, gimme.
Need more.
More shiny.
Trade feathers. Feathers.
One feather, one shiny.
It's a deal.
Oh, what to do?
Stupid axe. Stupid bad bird. Builder, help Birdie make friend with Coco.
Help!
You promise? You promise.
Wanna go back? X, give back shiny. Today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. Birdie find builder. Peekaboo.
Wait for me.
Greetings. Make any novel scientific discoveries today? The homunculus man has once again requested the design for an item far, far beneath the technological requisition standard of anything produced at this research center. How troublesome. The last time he asked, I meticulously surveyed the exterior of my building to see if perhaps someone had mistakenly put up a sign reading furniture store. As I had originally hypothesized, no such sign existed. The only logical conclusion I've been able to draw based on the available data is that Mr. Penn believes us to be his personal furniture acquisition assistants. Which is particularly perplexing when taken into consideration that there is in fact already in this town a carpenter, albeit of dubious competency. Sometimes I wish that homunculus man would just... Yes, I believe I know a way, with your help, to indeed assure ourselves that we will be making no more mirrors. At least, not for our mutual associate, Mr. Penn. Expect a diagram in your mailbox within a day or so. Thank you for this discussion. It has been most enlightening. I think, this time, I can honestly answer that with a no. Good luck.
Thank you. See ya.
Hey, partner. I'm happy to say that with your help, the case of the stolen knickknacks is officially closed, and X has returned all the items to their rightful owners. The bird came by to tell me it's all a big misunderstanding. At least, that's what I think it said. All's well that ends well, I guess. Nothing matters more than that. Take her easy, builder. Thanks again for the help.
Yeehaw! Hey, this looks pretty good. You sure you didn't nab it from some highfalutin pro shop? Gosh, I feel all the rain clouds being chased away. I can't wait to get back out on the trail and try this thing out. Here's your pay as promised. Be seeing ya.
Welcome, one and all, to the world-famous Sandrock's own running of the Yakmals. A shout out to City Hall for inviting me here today. Now, I'll bet some of you are wondering, why the heck do we all get together every year to try to bump Yakmals into each other anyhow? It is with great esteem that I shall now honor an age-old tradition and regale y'all with the tale that started it all. The Shonash Clash. Many years ago, the great-grandparents of our very own ranch couple, Cooper and Mabel, were traveling yak-back through the Eufaula, delivering various supplies up and down to the earliest settlers, long before the railways were ever built. Back then, the only road was through a narrow part of the North Shonash Canyon. And one day, these two yak boys were passing through from both ends at the same time. They ran into each other halfway through, their carts in tow, each blocking the other's path. One called out, "You back out so I can get through." And the other replied, "No, you back out so I can get through. I'm more than halfway through the pass. You back out." "No, you ain't. That's 1/3 and 1/4 at best. You back out." This back and forth went on for hours, and pretty soon other travelers showed up and were understandably peeved at the situation. Funny thing about it all is this narrowest part of the pass was no more than 30 meters long. They could have all been out there in a couple of minutes. But no, both of those fellas were too stubborn to back down. Soon enough, push came to shove. Literally. Other folks on Yakback started bumping into our two antagonists, front and back, till it was just bumper yak bedlam. In the craziness of it all, carts were knocked over, packs were cut open, food and other supplies were getting tossed all out on the ground. Before too long, everyone came to their senses. One person started to laugh, then another. And pretty soon, they were all tumbling off their mounts, howling over the absurdity of it all. Here, I'm afraid, is where it gets dark. When they all looked around, they noticed that the two fellas who started this whole debacle were both dead as doornails. Both of them with their hands wrung out around each other's neck. In all the chaos, it seemed those two boys really never had let their bad blood quit boiling. The rest of them folks, they all picked up their supplies. It had gotten late. They camped out there at the pass and cooked up all the food that had fallen off the mule yaks and carts and such, conversing all about what had happened. Word spread. Well, here we are, all these years later, still commemorating the event. So all y'all, I invite you to partake in the festivities. Hop on a yak mill, bump into your best friend, and try not to take it too personal if you get bumped yourself. With all that being said, I hereby declare the Sandrock annual running of the Yak Mill Festival begun!
Shiny! Shiny! But Birdie!
Amazing! This is it! Fantastic work! I knew you could do it. It seems your job is done. But you don't have to be so quick out the door. That is, if you wanted to stay for a while, you certainly could. Really? I'm afraid I'm not usually much for entertaining guests. I suppose I'll have to try my best for you. Why don't we try out this new kiln you've built? I'm sure I could use a bit of assistance. If I'm being absolute honest, I'm a bit afraid to turn it on. What if that masked man is right? What if I can't make the ceramics like he's encountered on his travels? I hope you're right. Though, I'll admit, the whole encounter left me rather uncomfortable. I wanted to set a good example for Avio. I wanted to show him that we shouldn't let ourselves be put down by haughty businessmen. He has a history of letting himself be pushed around, you know. It is very difficult, though, defending one's art in the face of such a connoisseur. Do you think so? I was actually quite terrified. In any case, I need to stop feeling sorry for myself. Both you and Avio believed in me enough to get us this far. So, I simply try my best. Then let's begin. You need to keep your hands steady. Try not to shake. Control your breathing. From a distance, I can't tell who worked on which. You've got quite a knack for these kinds of things. Once the glaze is finished, I'll send one of them to you. Thanks for spending time with me. It was nice chatting and working on this project together. Perhaps it could be said that we make a good team. I'll see you soon. Goodbye for now. Better tools.
is glorious. The precision, the craftsmanship, the definition. I mean, just look at that veiny vascularity. You can't possibly know what it's like to have something you've worked so hard to create finally be right in front of you. Something made by your own blood, sweat, and tears. To be a creator. Leave me, Skinny. I need some time to bask in my glory. You'll get your check in the mail. Ruinous specimen. You paltry, ruinous specimen.
howdy there. Rise and shine. Ready for your surprise? I just wanted to say, even though we didn't find much poking around Logan's old homestead, well, you believed when almost no one else did. So, thanks, partner. But kind words ain't worth gills on a cat, so I did you one better and brought you this here baby Yakmel. His name is Doodles. But I reckon you could name him something else if you wanted, 'cause he ain't quite learned it yet. With Doodles, you could get started with your very own ranch. Hear that, Doodles? You found a new and loving home. Hooray! Yeehaw! Oh, but shucks. You ain't got a barn, do ya? You can't take care of any animals if you don't have a barn. Maybe you'd like for me to explain a thing or two about raising animals? If you want to raise small animals, you gotta come over to my ranch shop and choose what you like, either a calf or a chicken. Once you done bought it, it'll be delivered right away. But wait, you ain't built a barn yet? You know, different animals need all sorts of different places to live. Rabbits like a hutch, Yakmel need a barn. You gotta have the right home for him if you want him to live with ya. If there's no barn, your Yakmel ain't gonna wanna come live with ya. Just go see Haiti and get her to fix you up. You know, it was her construction junction that helped us build our stables. Oh, and when you get your little animals running about at home, remember to feed them their favorite food and play with them. Well, I reckon that about something.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. So long, partner.